Hey, so it's Darlene Charise, postpartum doula, and today we are going to talk about fibroids because that's what I want to talk about today. I am just leaving my pre-op appointment. I have fibroid surgery scheduled for December 9th, the myomectomy, which is just surgically removing the fibroids, going in, cutting me open, going in, surgically removing the fibroids. And I am just very unsure on whether or not I want to have the surgery anymore. And I just kind of want to get my thoughts out. I don't even know if I'll ever post this video, but I just definitely wanted to get my thoughts out on the whole surgery and everything that's going through my head so that I can kind of make a better decision based off of my thoughts. So I went to my pre-op. I had no clue that this was a major surgery, in the fact that I will be in the hospital for a few days. The doctor said if I'm doing wonderful and amazing and great, I could possibly leave the day after. But for sure, I will be having surgery and spending the night in the hospital. And I don't really know that I am mentally prepared for that. So that's number one. That's the first thing that kind of scared me, because I was like, oh, I thought it was just like a surgery where I was be able to go home and kind of heal at home. But and I get it. They want to monitor you and make sure everything's okay and, there's no internal bleeding or anything like that. And I totally get it. But I just don't know if mentally I am at a place where I want to stay in the hospital for a day or 2 days or 3 days. So that's kind of like number one. Number two, she says that there is a possibility, worst case scenario, that I will end in a hysterectomy. So she would have to remove the whole uterus if there's too much bleeding or if she cannot stop the bleeding. That is something else that I'm not ready to deal with. It's something else that I don't necessarily want that. And I understand that in any case, or no matter what doctor that does the surgery, that is always going to be something that could happen. Even though I do not want it to happen, that is something that could happen. And so that is scary for me, because I don't want a hysterectomy. I do not want to remove my uterus. And so I'm having those feelings. No, I don't want any more kids. Everybody keeps asking me that. Well, do you want more kids? It doesn't matter. I don't want any more kids, but I also do not want you to take my uterus. So yeah, she said I wouldn't immediately go into menopause, because she's not going to take the ovaries, just the uterus, but it will stop. Of course, I won't have any periods anymore. So I don't know how I feel about that. My periods are starting to become a little bit irregular, but pretty much I still get them once a month. And I don't have heavy periods. I don't have super painful periods or any of those things. So that's another reason why I'm like, okay, is now the time to get this surgery. Because I'm not in excruciating pain, and I'm not at a point where I'm bleeding a lot or anything like that. So that's another thing. Also the recovery. So the recovery could be 2-3 weeks. The recovery could be 6 weeks. And also that's also dependent on whether or not it ends in a hysterectomy or not. I have my grandmother and my mother. I think both of my grandmothers actually and my mom have all had hysterectomies. And so I am not ready for a hysterectomy. Again, I'm going to keep going back to this because that is just how I feel. I don't want that as even an option. I don't even want that as an option for me, and so I really have to get serious with myself, with my eating, with how I take care of my body, and see if I could possibly cure the fibroids on their own. She said I do have one that's kind of large, and I think she said 6 centimeters or millimeters or something. And that one is probably the one that I feel pain, and like I said, I do have pain sometimes, but not all the time. And I don't have a lot of heavy bleeding. So I don't know. I'm just really at a loss. Like I said, it's a major surgery. It's something that I do not take lightly. And I kind of want to wait and just maybe get a second opinion as well. And see if this is something that I want to do now or I want to wait. I also feel like this is something that I should do once I have a partner, so that my partner can help take care of me. I have a dog. My dog needs to be walked, and I just don't want to put that on my mom or, my sister or my daughter. And I know my daughter, she can't really handle Mojo right now because she has 2 little ones that she takes care of every day, all day. And her husband, you know, he works, and so just having to add Mojo, he is starting to lose his eyesight, and I have to make his food for him, and he can't eat regular food, so she would have to make his food every few days, and it's just a lot, you know, it's a lot to put on other people, and I just don't want to have to put that on anyone else. So I have a lot to think about. I have a lot to think about with this surgery. I have a lot to think about with my health, and as I age, you know, these are just things that are going to come up, and I'm going to have to make an informed decision. I always want to advocate for myself. I am a doula, and so I want to advocate for myself. I want to check to see what my options are. I want to maybe get a second opinion, and maybe there's a different type of surgery that I can get to remove the fibroids. I don't know if they're so large that this is the only option, or if I have other options. And so I think I would want to know if I have other options as well. So I am going to make my decision today, talk to my family, make my decision today, and then move forward in that. So I just wanted to do a quick video just to kind of, like I said, get my thoughts out. I'm just contemplating this surgery and contemplating what I'm going to do. You know, I have experienced less pain with the fibroids since I've increased my workouts, and I'm really watching what I'm eating. I want to take it to another layer and maybe increase my fiber, because I know, you know, going to the bathroom and removing the waste is one of the ways that you can get rid of the extra estrogen, which causes fibroids or cause fibroids to grow. So continuing this month, I was horrible with my yoni steams. I need to get back on my yoni steams, get back on my castor oil packs, and really work on increasing my fiber and see if I can get even more relief from the fibroids. And maybe I won't need surgery. Maybe I can postpone it for another year or 2 years, and just continue to feel great in my body. So these are all things that I'm just contemplating and talking about. And thank you for answering the call. I appreciate you guys. And I'll be back on here with more postpartum stuff and feminine energy. Love you guys. Bye.